This one was sad news to hear, actually. Um, Wemby is out for the rest of the season due to
Oh,
a blood clot in his right shoulder. Uh, the Spurs expected a full recovery by the start of next season with no long-term health concerns. His absence, Wemby's absence, is a significant blow to the team, but the focus is on himself. He's a young guy. He's a young kid, so you want to see him get better. And blood clots is a scary thing
yeah,
because if you're not treated right, a blood clot can kill you because it can go up to your brain and it's a wrap.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
uh, so before he got injured, Wemby was averaging 24.3 points, 11 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and a league leading 3.8 blocks in 46 games
Mm.
for the Spurs, who are 23 and 29. And then the Spurs had just made that trade at the deadline to get Derek Fox. So they shaping up for their future, but all all in all, just get well soon, Wimby. Another basketball player that actually had to retire because of blood clots was Chris Bosh. Uh,
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Chris Bosh, he originally got drafted by the Toronto Raptors. Solid player, average, I would say probably a 20 and 10 player, 20 plus points and 10 rebounds, very solid. Then he went down in Miami, won a couple of championships with Braun and D Wade, but then he eventually had to retire himself because of blood clots.
Mm.
And the thing with blood clots is like once you're on that, you have to take a medication, which I can't remember the name of it right now, that thins out your blood to break up the blood clot because essentially a blood
Mm.
clot is exactly what it sounds like. It's a clot in your blood,
Yeah.
and you can't do physical activities when you're on medication for blood clots because it thins out your blood, and even if you have a bloody nose, you risk to bleed out. Okay,
Exactly.
so get well soon, Wimby. Hope he comes back. Yeah, he'll come back soon. He's a young guy. Yeah, and then also another NBA story. Bobby Porter's Bobby Porter's of the Milwaukee Bucks got suspended for 25 games for violating the NBA's anti-drug policy by mistakenly taking tramadol. No, possibly by unintentionally taking tramadol, mistakenly it for Toradol. They both similar names. They're both pain medications.
Hmm.
Um, It says Bobby Portis will not appeal this suspension. He's going to lose 2.85 million. Uh, Portis and his coach expressed regret and emphasized on the unintentional nature of the violation. Termadol is not a approved pain medication and was just added to the banned substance list this spring for the NBA. That's why he's been suspended for the 25 games.
Okay.
Uh, Portis was taking pain medication uh, for a elbow injury. Uh, yeah, that he got this past season. So, I mean, as you can see, they're similar in names. Uh, I'm not I'm not really sure why Tramadol is on the NBA's banned substance list because it's not like a steroid that's going to help your game.
Hmm.
It's a pain. It's a medication to help with pain. Um, yeah, it's just unfortunate. I think 25 games is egregious. Like that's too much.
Yeah. That's
Like
yeah.
like if it was something that's going to help him improve his game and he was like cheating the game to get better, okay, I can see. But for this, I think that's crazy.
Yeah. It seems a little excessive. But I guess rules are rules, but there should be certain circumstances, situations, and stuff. Because, like you said, it does not help him playing wise. It's not boosting his stamina or anything like that. It is helping him play through pain, but they take shots all the time to help them play through pain. So that's not a enhancement or anything of that nature. But yeah, that. But I was then the other side of that is my dude. You not paying attention to the pills you taking? Like, come on, you're a
Well,
professional athlete. You're a professional
well,
athlete.
okay. So I see that tramadol is labeled class 4 controlled substance by the Food and Drug
Oh,
Administration. It's potential for addiction, but again, like I said,
oh, that's
it's
not.
not. It's not going to help his
I
game.
mean,
If
yeah,
anything, it's going to hurt it.
that's,
But
yeah.
to answer your question, Sammy, he had got it from his trainer. His trainer mixed up the two. His
Somebody's
train
fired immediately.
his trainer actually has a prescription for the medication that he gave Bobby Portis, so it wasn't like he was just feeding him a random pill. He actually has a subscription for it from a doctor. He just gave him the wrong pill, and
Yeah.
now Bobby
Guess who's
Portis
fired?
suspended 25 games.
Guess who's fired? This trainer. You're fired immediately. You're fired, and I'm suing you because you cost me money
You go, you go,
immediately.
you go sue? You go sue your
Yes,
trainer?
he costed me money at this point.
I mean, yes, it's gonna
He
cost you
costed me money
almost 3 million, two
on
point
his
eight
bad
five.
decision, on his bad organization of his pills. He costed me money. So you got to go, bro. 100%. And I'm suing you. I'm gonna get you your fire papers. So HR, I don't have no problems there. And then I'm gonna give you my suing papers right after that.
Uh, yeah.
And this is an overshut case. I'm gonna win.
Actually, wait, he got it from his assistant. My bad. It wasn't his trainer. It was his assistant.
Guess who's fired? My assistant then. Sorry, trainer, you back on the roster. Assistant, you're gone. Why
But
would you take pills from your assistant? First
but
of all,
oh wait, it's an assistant. It's a
no,
mistake. I mean,
no,
I don't. If I was in a situation, would I be angry? Yes. Would I be pissed? Yes. Would I be upset that I'm losing 2.85 million? Yes. Would I fire my assistant?
yes,
Uh, I
yes.
don't. I don't know.
That's how that ends. Yes, unless that
It,
assistant is family, fired,
but that,
fired,
that that don't mean nothing. It depends
fired.
on how long. It depends on how long I've had this assistant and how much this
Mm-mm.
assistant
Don't
has
matter.
done.
That's a huge mistake. That's a $3 million mistake. That's what you telling me. That's a
Well,
$3 million mistake.
that,
Fired.
that just means my assistant is not gonna get paid for a little while because he cost me 3 million. So I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna
I
need to
can't
get that
trust you
back.
no more. I can't trust you. That's $3 million. I can't trust you. Secondly, this is still his fault. You don't take pills from someone that is not your trainer. Why are you taking pills from someone that is not your trainer? I'm sorry. Only if my body is the product, which it is, I'm not taking pills from random people. I'm not eating random stuff. I have a trainer. I have a chef that makes all my meals because your body is your job, hundred
But this
percent.
wasn't a, this wasn't a random person. Like I
But
get
it
that.
is
This
a random person because you should
this
have
is
set people
assistant.
that gives you pills. So you know who Joe give you pills? My assistant. The ones that's not worried about my body. My trainer is worried about my body. He gives me my pills. Period.
But like
Or
but like I
she
said,
gives me my pills. We we both
I
got sex here. Everybody can be everything.
I,
Uh,
as I think 25 games is egregious.
that is egregious.
1 or 2, 5 at the most, but
I can say
25 that's
five. I can
crazy.
say five because you. I don't know if they doing this to make a point, which you could be made as an example. I guess.
But I mean, it's one thing if like Bobby Portis has been consistently, if he was consistently being suspended because of something like this, then I can see 25 games, but this is not the case.
Mm-hmm.
It's an honest mistake. I think that's crazy.
It is an honest
25.
mistake, but it's a $3 million mistake. So somebody got to get fired.
The
Somebody got
the
to get fired.
the league and the front office who suspended Bobby Portis for 25 games because that's crazy. It should not be 25 games.
Yeah, it should be
But
five.
but
It
this
should be
one
five.
this suspension will because Bobby Portis is a big part of that Milwaukee Bucks team.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's a fan favorite. Right now, the Bucks are sitting in fifth place at 32-25. Um, they're like a game behind Indiana for fourth place. So this is kind of a big impact on Milwaukee.
Yeah,
So,
especially since they traded what's the name? Um,
but I mean, they did. Milwaukee did grab Kyle Kuzma, and then they got that kid Kevin Porter Jr., who,
okay,
if he's focused on basketball, he's pretty good. But if not, it can go. I want to say because Kevin Porter Jr. used to play in Houston, and if I remember correctly, he left an NBA game early because I think he got ejected from the game
you're
or
not focused.
something, and he like left in the middle of the game. Like he didn't go to the locker room. He didn't go sit on the bench. This guy completely left the stadium. 'Cause
Yeah, you just let me know he's not focused.
I
You
remember
just
we
let me
talked
know he's
about this.
not focused.
He's somewhere. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say because I don't want to put that on this kid. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that man.
if he focuses on basketball, he's pretty decent. 'Cause he's a young kid. He's only how old is Kevin Porter Jr.? I think he's in his 20. He's only 24.
Okay,
He's
but he's still not
6'4", 24. Like he got a lot of basketball life ahead of him.
focused. Hmm.
It's just his mentals. Uh, let's see. Disagree? No. I'm
But
trying to
side
Google it.
note, I didn't say get better, Wemby. Hope you get better. Hope your blood clots clear up, but this is not a recurring thing. Hopefully, you take this year off, get that out your
Ah,
system, your stuff's all good.
okay.
So you
I,
still the other man, you need to fire your assistant. Uh,
so
100%.
just, just okay. I was right. In 2022, Kevin Porter Jr. left the stadium during halftime on Saturday's night game against the Denver Nuggets after a heated exchange in the locker room with Houston assistant coach John Lucas. Yeah, he got into it with assistant coach and left the game at halftime.
Yeah, you tripping, my guy. You
Yeah.
tripping.
So okay.
You
But
definitely.
yes, that's it for my stories. Yes,
Yeah,
and like you said, get well, Wimpy, get well soon.
you
That taken
definitely.
care of.
Yeah.
It's
He young. I
next.
think he should be okay. I think they should get this handled. So I think
Yeah,
he
he
should be okay.
definitely has youth on his side.
Yeah. All right. So Marvel made an announcement that they plan to kind of slow down their content production. They have put a hold on a couple shows. I think they are restructuring how they're going to do their movies. This year they have three movies coming out. I think they're going to pull back and go to two movies next year. I I believe, but they definitely going to change the way their shows are coming out. So Marvel has put a hold on Nova. If you don't know Nova, he is like a space police officer with powers. They talk about the Nova Corps in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's part of that, but he actually has powers. I don't think most of the Nova Corps has powers. I think he's the only one. I could be wrong. I don't know Nova that well. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But he was supposed to have a show. They were working on it. They've been kind of working on it. They actually put a hold on that show, so it's not. They didn't say they're not making the show, but they did not say they're going to actually make the show. So they're putting a hold on that show, which makes sense. They've been putting out a lot of content. They've been doing a lot of stuff, and they realize they need to pull back. They need to make these things must see things for people to want to go see, and you just crowding the space, putting up stuff that people don't necessarily need to see. They had like five, no, three TV series last year into this year, so they're kind of trying to slow down. Um, they also are putting a hold on Strange Academy. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't even know what that show is. So as I search uh, and try to figure out what that show is about, I'm gonna try to stall. This is how this works. Oh, that's a Strange Academy. Um, so Strange Academy, they're not telling me anything. I think they're not telling me it's Strange Academy. Let's see, what is it? I guess Strange Academy is something with Doctor Strange and developing new Avengers. It seems like, from what I'm reading a little bit here, I could be wrong. Which that would have been a kind of a cool show if that's what it was. Oh, with Wong. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So Strange Academy would be Wong leading um, uh, school to an extent. It seems like developing new superheroes, basically, which would have been not a bad show to do. Actually, sounds like a good show. I like Wong. Um, yeah, so they're putting a hold on that show as well. Dang, that sounds like a good show now that I think about it. No, because it has the potential to have such diverse characters in there. Because you could bring up and coming heroes as they're training and stuff, and you have Wong, he's diverse himself, and you did a whole different side of the MCU. Oh, dang, that's probably a bad thing to put that on hold, but I understand why. Um, Jesus, that sucks. So that show is gonna be a hold. That sucks. And then there's another show called Terra Inc., which I'm definitely don't know what that is about. Let me try to Google this right quick. Terra Inc. I heard somebody say it was um it was about a guy that can take people's powers and put them to himself. Let me see. Let me look at this. Oh, wow, that's creepy. Terry goes in here, kind of her. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. So it's I don't know the guy's name. Saint George, I think his name as Terra. He can absorb other talents from other people and through their disembodied limbs. So he cuts people's arms off and then sucks their power through their arms. That's what it sounds.
What?
Which sounds crazy and would be really different for Marvel to do. So that might have been a good too, because that would have really gave them a different look, a different outcome, all that. Oh wow, that could have been cool too. So they're putting these shows on hold, which seems like good shows. I know they had Iron Wars, which was supposed to be a series, turned into a movie, but now I think it's on hold as well. I don't know if that's coming out. Ironheart, they shot that series. I think that's coming out this year. Um, so I think they're still pushing that out. I know they were talking about doing a what movie was that? Mm, I'm blanking on it. I seen a story somewhere about it, but I'm blanking on the movie. But yeah, they are gonna have Ironheart come out. But I think they're gonna start doing their series are gonna be more street level guys in the series. Um, ooh, they did say that. So they did say this though. They're working on a. I don't want to talk about that. Well, we're gonna talk about it. Forget it. So they're working on a Punisher series or short or something like that. So Marvel has like two specials, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special and the Wolf Within or Werewolf Within special, where it's like 45-minute special. They did two of those. They might be doing another one with Punisher. It might be a streaming special show that's like a movie kind of thing. They're doing that because they're working. They are going to have Punisher in Daredevil Born Again series. He is going to be. There's supposed to be a lot of cameos in that series. Side note, I think I'm going to cover that series episode to episode and do videos on that each week as episodes come out. I'm still pondering that. Let me know if you guys want me to do that. I think I'm going to do that. But there's supposed to be a lot of cameos in Daredevil Born Again series because it's like 18 episodes, I believe. So you got that's a lot of episodes to fill stuff. So one of the people supposed to be Punisher, supposed to be coming back for it. Um, the Defenders are supposed to be coming back for it too. Um, the guy that was in Hawkeye as a swordsman, he's supposed to be coming back in their Daredevil series. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming in that. And I think they're gonna use the streaming shows to do the low level superheroes like Daredevil, Defenders, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. They might even do like some Winter Soldier might come on there, so that's a possibility because he's kind of street level. But I think they're going to do that with more street level heroes they have, which would be a good idea. I think it's a good idea. But I think Marvel realizes they need to pull back on some of their content and make it must watch stuff again. They need to make it must watch and not necessarily too connected to the movies themselves. Make the movies be events and the series be enjoyable must watches here and there. Um, Pretty much the opposite of what DC is about to start doing with their content, really slow it down. I don't know what that means for their animation content because that's Free Neighborhood Spider-Man is amazing, so they need to keep making that. They definitely need to keep making that. That's great. I can't wait for the second season. But yeah, that's what I believe Marvel is going to be doing with their content coming forward. Like, Marcus, what do you think about them realizing they might have to slow down their content and shorten it?
Uh, like I said, like we talked in last one, I think this is a good thing because, like I said, you don't want to oversaturate it, and then also with the shorting, you also got to realize the attention span of the audience is much shorter than what it was in the past.
Definitely,
So
100%.
you can't. There's no need to make a 2 hour movie when like most of the audience is only going to pay to half or less than half of it.
Yeah,
Uh, 'Cause it's funny that came up because I actually just saw today, heard today that someone said they were doing a study on a movie, and it was like, yeah, we're thinking about going to like short movies, like 25 to 30 minutes, because even in that amount of time, the people they surveyed watching it said they were on their phone for like 5 to 7 times because they
yeah,
weren't paying attention. Because we're in the age with shorts, like with TikTok,
yeah,
you got shorts on YouTube.
yeah.
I don't I don't know what's on Facebook. I don't have
Facebook got
Facebook.
shorts kind of well they got reels on Facebook too. So like
Right.
Instagram reels and stuff like that. Yeah,
Right. So everything is for give me the most information you can in the quickest amount of time.
very
And
true.
you got 30 seconds. It's like commercials because for years commercials is like 30 seconds at the most.
At the most.
Give give me the information I need to know. Hit the hard points at the beginning, and
Yep.
they get me out because they think all that the audience lose interest. So
Yep.
it's a good thing that they're shorting things up. You got to move with the times, like the Yankees finally moving on with the times.
Finally moving on. Finally moving on. Yeah. So guys, let me know what you think about them holding off on those series. Um, two of them I just learned about, and I think they were been awesome to watch. So that sucks that they're being put on hold. But yeah, what do you think of Marvel's new kind of content strategy? What they plan on doing? How they're trying to get eyes back on their things and make their stuff must see. I think they also need to get better writers. Better writers. All these companies need to make this stuff really good. It starts with the writing. If the writing's good, people will come watch your stuff. Like the writing on Pretty Neighborhood Fireman is good. It's really good, and it made me watch it. And they were giving me 3 episodes at a time, and I would sit there for an hour and a half and watch that show because it was that well, not hour, yeah, hour and a half because it's 30 minutes. So I would sit there and watch it because it was good writing. It was a good show. So definitely get to the writing. But let us know in the comments what you feel about that and everything. But guys, that is the show for the night. We hit a lot of topics. We already at 120. We're trying to get this down to an hour, but you guys let us know. You want us to go longer, shorter? Let us know. We're about to push out stuff in a different way this week. We're going to see if you guys like it. If you don't like it, we'll go back to the regular format. But guys, thanks for watching. As always, hit the subscribe, like button, share channel, follow us on all our social medias, let people know about the show, watch the show, put it on the background, put it on at work, listen to it at work, all the good stuff. We appreciate the support and the love, but appreciate you guys listening and watching on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button.
Hit the short.
Hit up.
Hit it.
Yeah, yeah,
Hit it.
yeah, just hit it. It doesn't hurt. It's free. It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Don't cost you nothing.
Not a dime. And hit that like while you're there because that don't cost anything too. So appreciate you guys listening, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.